Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope you have a great start to your weekend. I am having a wonderful Saturday myself. I got to sleep in a little bit and take a shower. I'm refreshed, so... Oh, cards are flying. Let's see. Fell on the floor next to the dog food. We have the Chariot. So, the Chariot traditionally in the Rider-Waite deck is a old school, like if you would remember Chariots of Fire is what I think of every time I see that card, because it looks like the little I don't know the word, so you guys can laugh at me if you want, but the little chariot, I guess, that they used in that movie. And the premise being it is very fast moving energy. Normally in the Chariot you only have one current. In this deck particularly, it looks like there are two, a man and a woman. And it looks like the woman is trying to tame the energy and the man is holding on for dear life. What I feel like this is things are going to start to reveal themselves very quickly. Things that you weren't ever aware of that were being set up from the bigger perspective are going to unfold very quickly. And what this is saying is, hold on, because it's about to get real. We had some of those revelations in our household this morning, so I apologize if that is my energy and not yours, but I digress. We shall go on. Yeah, energy is definitely excited. Sorry, guys. Another one on the floor. Ten of Swords. This is the end of the pain. This is every overthought, overthinking, everything you didn't know, that you thought you knew, that you were overthinking, that stabbed you in the back and has brought you to your knees. It's all ending with this Chariot. When things start to become revealed and we no longer have to try to figure things out, like the whys or the whats, this can all come to an end literally in an instant. You can literally get up and remove those swords and know that it was all in your head the whole time. It happens very quick. It's when you start to see one revelation, they all start to make sense. And we get the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is the energy of a new idea. It's communication about that idea. Pages are all about communication, and wands are about spark of an idea, right? Everything we talked yesterday about, it had to be a spark of an idea before it could be a thing. In my old career as a software developer, when I would consult with my clients about their websites and what they wanted, they always knew a few things that I learned along the way in the past couple of years. They didn't know what they wanted until they knew what they didn't want. So there was always that level of contrast, and it took me a long time fighting that to accept it and just roll with the punches with the next customer. The other thing that they love to do is to put the lipstick on the pig before they built the pig. When you're talking about software and websites, there's a whole boring amount of code that goes into it behind the scenes before you pick out the logos and the colors. And customers are always focused on the logos and the colors first. And we're, having to pull teeth trying to get the functionality out of it. I feel like at the end, they did it backwards, right? But when I got to my third, fourth, fifth customer, and I know they're going to do it backwards, I was prepared for it. I could plan for it. And it actually, in the long run, gave me extra time to do the design documentation that I hated doing. So you always find your advantage to that, right? And I think that's what this card is saying. The idea was there. the whole time, whether you knew it or not. And God knew that you were trying to put the lipstick on the pig, that you were figuring out what you didn't want, because he knew what you wanted and how it would work the whole time. And I think that communication is coming in, right? And this mermaid that has this idea, she looks a little surprised. Like she never knew that this was a thing, right? She's holding the staff and she's looking at that idea like almost confused. Like, is this my idea? Did I get this or did it come from somewhere else? At the end of the day, guys, does it matter? We're all one. If it benefits everyone, who gets the credit? Who cares? Just move forward with it. The legacy is not about leaving your name, right? It's about leaving a way of life. It's about leaving your integrity. It's about leaving things a little bit better than you found them. Don't get caught up in that, in the name thing, right? Don't get caught up in taking credit or placing blame. We're all one. We're all one. We can all be blamed and we can all take credit. It doesn't matter. I know I didn't see that in the cards. I don't know why I'm saying that. Oh, another card popping out. I guess we're going to find out why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So Nine of Pentacles is your wish fulfilled. If you look at it, she's literally in a wishing well, right? Every wish she had, she sent up to the universe, to God. But it came in the reverse. I feel like, yes, your dream, your wishes were not granted, because essentially that's what this is saying. But what was granted was something even better. Maybe the loss of friendship or the loss of the relationship that you've endured recently. Maybe the whole God's rejection is God's protection. And redirection is starting to look clearer to you now. He rejected your wish because he granted you something better. I learned probably about a year ago from my friend Sandy, who is a very dear friend, and I love her very much, and I hope she knows that, that you can ask the universe for what you want, and if you add or something better to the end of it, you will get something that you could never have thought of, because God can think about more things than we can. So I started using that and forgot about it, honestly, which is how you manifest. And the whole time I'm trying to figure out what I want, God was designing something better. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It was all a distraction. And that's okay, because he needed time to set it up. To the Knight of Cups. I think that speaks to the relationship part of the Pentacles. The same explanation applies, right? So what was rejected, or what God said no to, was done so because there's something better, right? We've got to stop thinking that we're not worthy of being granted what we wish for. We got to start thinking we're worthy of something better. And that is what's being lined up for you, and not what we see as, I'm not enough. I did something wrong. Why am I not getting my piece of the pie? Or because they're baking you a new pie. How's that? If we stay in that mindset and we see that enough times, it'll be easy to put our faith in that, right? But those of you that put your faith in that before you saw that proof are all being rewarded right now. It's a shift. There's a huge shift in the energy. And it's kind of like being in the ocean. And there's waves coming in left and right. There's people that let the waves knock them down. And then there's people that dove into them. And then there's people that surfed them. And everybody's getting a piece of that energy in some way, shape, or form. Some people will see it as positive. Some people will see it as negative. Some people see it as rejection. Others are going to see it as blessings. It's all in your perspective because you create your world. You can literally get up from being knocked down by the wave and surf the next one. It's not too late to get in on the shift of the energy. It's not too late to be in the 5D because the 5D is already here. Bringing love to everything is already here. As soon as the majority of the people in your world are doing that, you will see it the way I see it. From there, we get the Page of Cups. A fish out of water, not knowing what you're doing. Again, pages are about communication. You didn't understand this. You didn't understand this. Nobody told you this, but you had faith and you trusted, and you're being rewarded for that. I was taught a long time ago, when I was raised Catholic, that if you needed proof, it wasn't faith. And although I don't carry a lot of those Catholic beliefs with me today, I do still carry the core tenets of them, of that religion. I believe in the Bible. I believe in God. I believe in faith. I believe in angels, and I believe in Jesus Christ. And I'm going to tell you, for fear of being criticized, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I don't believe the Bible to be a 3D truth. I believe it to be a 5D truth. I believe it's a parable. I'm not sure if I believe Jesus Christ walked on the earth yet. I haven't decided that yet. But I do know that if I was made in his image, then I have a higher self, just like Jesus did. That I can die, if you will, which simply means to transform. I can be resurrected and discover my authentic self again. And there will be a revelation at the end of it. And that's where I'm at. When we say we're living in the end times, guys, that's how I see it. That's what I believe to be the truth. I don't think it's fire and brimstone. I'm not expecting a demon on a horse to blow a trumpet. It's just a shift. It's a shift, and it's my higher self revealing to me what the plan was the whole time. It is literally a revelation. In the traditional way, Webster's dictionary defines it. And that is why there was no communication about what was going on, because I had faith. Our last card is death. It is the transformation. It came in the reverse, but I wanted to see what the picture looked like in the upright, because death in traditional Rider-Waite is very different from this. This looks like people being brought up from the underworld to the 3D world. Well, when we go to the 5D world, guys, everything's going to be as below, so above, right? If you know the as above, so below, it's all backwards. It's all opposite. It's all mirrored. And I see this reversal as the real transformation, in that it's an undoing of what you were told you had to be. This is you finding your authentic self and undoing all of the transformation that was done to you, and you being you. I'm going to end it there, and we're going to get some advice for the day and see what God wants us to keep in mind as we go about our day. I've got some plans today. I'm going to go see my Aunt Linda. I haven't seen in a while. I'm excited to do that. I'm going to go see my grandma. And listen to your heart, guys. If you listen with your heart and not your head, you don't need the proof, because the faith will come from your heart and make today amazing. How can you make today amazing? What can you do today to not only make your day amazing, but maybe you can help someone else make their day amazing? I'm going to end it there because I've got an appointment. So you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will be back later on to do Shadow Work Saturday. Love you.